Okay, we're going to do something a little fun. I'm going to do this in real time, and I pray it's not too long. I did take off my cheek color and my eyeshadow. I went to Pilates today, and this is pretty much a Pilates face. So I'm going to demonstrate the new sponge. It's got a pointy top, that's for concealer, under eye corrector, and then it's got a flat side for baking. And you can blend with the outer rounded side, blend out your foundation, which I'm going to do all three. So I'm going to touch up my foundation. I did kind of cleanse it off with some micellar water. If you've never tried our micellar water, oh, gang, you're going to love it. It's great for just kind of touching up when you need it. And if you want to like redo your makeup like I'm doing, it's great for that. So I'm going to use the rounded side to blend out with the Beauty Blender. Now, here's what I love about the Beauty Blender. It will give you kind of like an airbrushed finish to your skin, keeps it very sheer, but with multiple layers, you're going to get a supreme coverage. And that's what I love about this new foundation. It is magic. And my shade is medium 6 in matte. I am normal to combination skin, so the luminous I don't need because I get luminous through the day. And if I want some luminosity to my skin, that's when I use highlighter. But for my gals that have dry skin, I think the luminous is great. And for my younger women, luminous is great because it gives you that dewy finish, that glass skin look. But as we get to the more interesting years, luminous shows off texture. So I don't want to show off any textural issues that I might have, because I do have them. I am 60 through. That's my way of saying I'm 63. I don't mind sharing my age because I still feel young. And I've taken care of my skin for 43 years with Mary Kay. So if you have not been kind to your skin, there you go. Then I would tell you start now because it is repairable to a degree. And if you're young, stay away from the sun. Well, you know, that's impossible, right? Especially if you live here in Texas. But what I want you to do is be conscious of wearing sunscreen because that really matters. And we have a storm coming in. And whenever there's a storm coming in, I get a lot of pressure behind my eyes. So I'm putting in my Lumify. This stuff's incredible. It's very expensive, but it is fabulous. And it takes away that red. So instead of me having red, white, and blue eyes, I'll have just red eyes, hopefully. I mean, no, not red eyes, blue eyes, blue and white eyes. See what happens when I video and I talk? It's a hot mess. Okay, so I'm going to bake a little bit in this area. I'll show you why. I'm going to be using the new cream stick colors, and it is creamy. So I'm going to bake my skin after I put it on, and I'm going to show you the two colors. It is Change, that's this one, and Kind Spirit. See, I knew I could do it. Spark Change is the brighter one. It looks a lot brighter on camera than it actually is. And you're going to turn it from the bottom. That's where it turns, okay? So one of the things that I noticed, I really struggled with this last time, but I got it. There we go. It's turning now. So one of the things that I noticed with this when I see the girls doing it is that we're going crazy with it, girls. So I'm going to use it all over my face. And because I want it to show up for the camera, I'm going to take the Spark Change and I'm going to use it a couple different places. First thing is I'm going to dot it. I don't like to stroke it because it pulls your skin too much and you don't want to do that. So once you dot it, you're going to take a liquid foundation brush. Do not use your powder cheek brush. That is not the right bristles. It's rounded. It's not going to give you the smooth finish. It's not going to move the product like you want it to. You want to definitely use a slotted liquid foundation brush. You also could blend it out with the blender if you want a real sheer look. But you can see it's pretty sheer all on its own. So I want to just show you that you can have a lot of fun with product, and don't pigeonhole yourself. Don't just, do what you think is you need to do with it. So we're going to take the Kind Spirit and we're going to do, you can see it's very soft. So I'm going to put a little bit more of that one on so you can see it. And blend that one out with the liquid foundation brush. Oh, I think I'm liking this one better for me. That is pretty. Let me show you the difference in the two so you can see it. Okay, so this is Kind Spirit and this is Spark of Change. This one I'm probably going to use on my lips. Yes, I am. And then I'm going to use the Kind Spirit on my eyelids. Gang, can you believe it? Now, isn't that something? But I think because I used the blender on this side, I think it took some of it away. So let me put a little bit more. One of the secrets, one of the pro tips for applying makeup, always start with less, because you can put more on, but what do you do with it once it's there? You're like, oh no, that's too much. And notice I'm keeping it very high and not going too far in, because then that's going to take and throw the balance of your face off. Get it right up there by your eyes, because that gives you kind of a dewy, fresh look. You know, kind of like that strawberry cheek look, which I think is really pretty as long as it's not overdone. So notice I'm doing this in layers instead of just one little stroke. Got an itch there, because you're going to get a better application. And again, you can play with the amount that you're putting on. So there we go. And I'm going to take it up here into the temple area and close to the eye. That's pretty. Okay, so next, the liquid color brush. This is for like concealer, liquid eyeshadow, if you put your lipstick on with a brush. And I'm going to use this peachier one, the Kind Spirit. I'm going to take it with the brush, because again, I don't want to pull and tug in my eye area. And I'm going to take this and just lay it right on the eyelid. This is going to give you a really fresh, oh, that is so pretty, really fresh look to your makeup. This is for my minimalist. Say that 3 times fast. You know, those of you that really do like a minimalist look, you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. Maybe you work at home. I was talking to one of my clients and friends that I met in Delaware, and she moved to, I'm pretty sure it's South Carolina, and she works out of her home. She's an accountant. So Tam, I'm talking about you. And she said to me today, Karen, I don't wear a whole lot. So this is inspired by you, Tam, just to give you some fun applications that you can do. But you know what this is doing? Look how blue my eyes look. Now the Lumify did help, but orange is the opposite of blue on a color wheel. Browns, orange, all those colors. So when you put that next to the opposite color, which is my eyes are blue, and I'm cleaning this off, then it's going to make that blue pop. But look how pretty that is. Oh, I like it so much. This is definitely a fresh look. Okay, now we need to set it. So I'm going to take an all over brush, and I'm going to take just a tiny bit of translucent powder, not too much, gang. And I'm just going to dust it over my eyelid just to make sure that it's set. We don't want any creasing. You know, what's the point of putting makeup on if it don't look pretty in a couple hours, right? And I'm going to Bunko with my neighbor, Jana, and some of her friends, and my new friend, April, that I met at Pilates. She quite literally lives like 4 doors down from me. I love Pilates. Pilates is a great place to connect with people. Look at that. How fun is that? Okay, so we're going to put a little color in the contour just to pop it a little bit more. I'm taking hazelnut, which is a taupey soft brown, and I'm just going to lay it right in the center of my eyelid, just to give a little lift to the eye. Again, I want to stay with a fresh look. I'm going to be wearing my white eyelet blouse with my fun Jessica Simpson pants. Girls, if you didn't see that LTK post that I did, these pants, it's like wearing pajamas. I'm all into that. Okay, so now I'm going to take just a tap more with the cream brush, and I'm just going to tap it right on the lid because I don't want to lose that peachy pop that I had going on there. But I know that putting things on in fine little layers, you're going to get wearability. That is so pretty. And it's going to not be smeared or too heavy or creased. So really important little factor there. Then we're going to take the brown eyeliner pencil. I do have a little eyeliner, but most of it came off when I cleaned off my eye makeup. And I'm just going to put this on my eyelid. And then I'm going to actually take the espresso and I'm going to put over it just to set it and to intensify it just a little bit. Give it a little wing. I do not put eyeliner under my eyes anymore. I use eyeshadow. So we're going to take espresso, show you what it looks like. It's a deep neutral brown. And with the eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to go right over that very, very, very lightly. I do need to fix my eyebrows. They're all twisted. I'm just going to use a little tint, I think, and just kind of shape them a little bit. I tell you what else I love for eyebrows that we had, and it was limited edition, is eyebrow kits. Gang, if you know, then you know. And I have some left. So if any of you didn't get one and you're wanting one, let me know. I'll be glad to hook you up. I don't have a whole lot left, but here's the thing about the eyebrow kits. This would last you, I think, a lifetime because I've been using it pretty regularly and it doesn't even look like it's been used. Look at that. There's no well in there. It's crazy. And it comes with the little spoolie. They were 28, I think, something like that. The little pomade to calm the hairs down, lay them down. I think that Mary Kay did a great job on this. When there's something that comes out limited edition and you're like, okay, well, wait a minute, I want to be able to get that again, or I missed it, then you need to write the company, just go to Mary Kay's Facebook page, send them a message and say, Karen Pappas said that if I message you, you actually listen. And I want that eyebrow kit to be a regular line product. Here's the downside. And this is, I'm just going to be really honest with you guys. One of the things you're going to find out about me, I just tell you like it is. But with kind soul, right? Kind heart, your kind spirit, that's what it was. What happens when they bring out something like this that takes forever to use, they don't make money on that. So sometimes they do it as a one and done because it is going to last you a long time. And it's not going to be a very big reorder product for the company or for the consultants. I'm just equaling things out here. I have one eye that's lifted more than the other brow. And y'all, everybody's the same way, right? I mean, it's just, we're all like that. So I just kind of go back over here and make sure that one's lifted. Okay, so, but that's the thing about something like this is it's going to last forever and they're not going to get, I'm doing the little white, which is close to blossom, and I'm just going under just to pop it a little bit more. And the other thing I love about this little light color in here is matte. Matte matters when you're older. Oh, look, there's a little mascara right there. There we go. It's important to use mattes in the right place. You can have shimmer, but you want to strategically place it because it will show off textural issues. And I don't know about you, but I don't want that. Not at all. Okay, so I need some contour because I had wiped it all off. So I'm taking a little bit of the contour, just a small amount, so that the cheek color will pop a little bit more. And it will once you put your contour on. And the reason I didn't do contour first, which is normally what I do, is when you try to put a creamy product over a powder product, it's going to be difficult to blend it properly. So always do your powders after your creams. Really important to do it that way. And I'm just kind of touching my forehead to get a little contour going on here. And some on my jawline, divot up my chin. And of course, I did my nose a little bit. Then we're going to go with the highlighter, put it right down the center. It's going to make the nose look nice and slim, just a little bit up by the temples, the Cupid's bow. Now it's time to powder. Now I'm going to use my Silky Setting Powder to set everything and give a little bit more color. Sorry, gang, I got a phone call that interrupted my video. So I was baking. So I'm going to use the blender to bake with, and you don't need a whole lot. If you're using it damp, it's really going to give you a softer, more sheer baking around your eyes. You want to be careful with that, especially when you get to the more interesting years. So just a small amount of translucent, or you could use your Silky Setting Powder, really whatever your personal preference. I tend to blend between the two. And the other place, because I'm blowing my nose a lot, is right around the cracks of the nose and using the tip of it and that flat portion to cover bigger areas. I love this. Look at the finish that it's given me. And talk about a fresh face. This is so pretty. I actually love it. Okay, so I'm going to touch up a little bit of mascara. I'm not going to do a whole lot because I do have mascara on, and I don't think I need a lot. Just to maybe lift some on the outer corner, just to give a little lift to the eyes. And I'm going to come in and do a tutorial for y'all. We do have a new mascara. They blended two of them and made a baby out of Fanorama and Lash Love. So it's now Lash Love Fanorama. We had too many mascaras. This is my favorite, which is the Intensity mascara. Love this mascara. But one of the things I do, and I'm not going to do it tonight, but I do minking with my mascara, and I'll give you the scoop on that next time. But we're going to do lip liner, and then we're going to use one of the cheek sticks. So I put the cheek sticks on my eyes, my cheeks, and now we're going to do the lips. This is Mauve Nude Lip Liner. Now, I do fill in because I love the wearability. And the thing I love about our lip liners is they're very creamy and they are waterproof. They will stay in place once you put them on. Okay, so one thing's with this, if you're using it on your eyes and you're putting it all over the place, I would really encourage you to use a separate brush to apply it if you are using it as a lipstick, because you don't want to, contaminate your container. Look how soft. Oh, that's so pretty. And it feels amazing. There we go. Oh, so pretty. That is Kind Spirit. And I did kind of blend the two together on the cheeks because I wanted a little bit more color. So what do y'all think of this little fresh face? I think it's cute. And really a minimal look with minimal products just to give you that fresh face. Anybody could do this look. So if you have any questions, let me know. And just to let y'all know, please friend me on Facebook because they took away my Facebook. So now I'm Karen Marie Pappas. And I'm not able to post anything on my business page right now because it was associated with my previous Facebook that they have suspended. And I'm working on getting that back, but I don't have any faith that I'm actually going to get it back. So I'm having to start all over. So I need your help on that so that I can do things live and just share my content with y'all more. So have a great night. Love you lots.